so impressed and pleased how big they made Galactus, pause, how huge he was, pause, and how giant he was, pause. Fantastic Four!
Okay, so this is our review for what we just said. Me personally, I'm a big Marvel fan.
Same here.
I love the Fantastic Four. They're great. I even like the previous movies. Chris Evans, the old guys. Those movies were great.
They were good, but definitely they felt dated too.
I just gotta say, I think it completely delivered on the hype. I fucking loved it. It was, I think, the best comic book movie this year. I think it beats Thunderbolts.
Hell yeah, bro! Thunderbolts is a Marvel formula.
Did you watch Thunderbolts?
Yeah, we legally watched it. Is this more comic book based than Superman? Probably not.
No, I disagree. It is 100% more. It's got more. It has the vibe of the original Fantastic Four comics completely because it's set in its own world. It's not in the MCU, which is like basically our world outside our window. Its own kind of fictional world, still set in New York, United States, but it's in the 60s in a retro futuristic 60s, and it makes it really fucking cool.
The atmosphere for this movie was on point, like from cars to people's clothing, how they talk, even the talk shows, how they were filmed.
I will say Superman probably does feel more like just a comic book brought to screen. But that kind of actually, and while Fantastic Four, I will say, feels more like an actual cinematic movie. I'm sorry, guys, but I'll be honest. Fantastic Four completely logs Superman in terms of visual.
I don't know about completely.
It looks way fucking better than Superman. I'm sorry, and I like Superman.
They're two different color grading. You know, like they're two different themes. You know.
It looks very James Gunn, and
definitely.
It looks almost cheap. There's some parts of it that look cheap and look like they could have been on CW. Look, I'm sorry, I like the movie, but it looks even lower budget than Fantastic Four, and I don't think it is.
Okay, you're kind of going way too much. Lower budget than Fantastic Four.
It does look lower, like Superman 100% looks more like a TV movie. This movie, you watch it in IMAX. I watch most movies in IMAX.
We watch it on IMAX. And
Fantastic Four just looks visually so much. This is one of the best looking Marvel movies visually. It gives off Interstellar at some parts. It's actually just a beautiful movie, and Galactus, incredible.
Yeah, Galactus design 10 out of 10, man. I was so impressed and pleased how big they made Galactus, pause, how huge he was, pause, and how giant he was, pause, you know. No, but it actually feels like a monster.
I hope that Diddy guy in your comments roasting you again. We've tried to get more light here. Like we were sitting under a street light. I had this on, but I don't know if it's working, guys. Make sure to roast it in the comments if it's not.
Fuck you. When they first introduced him, how his eyes were glowing, and he was as he was rising up, there was a shot where you can see the Fantastic Four be such tiny ants, you know, how to compare to Galactus.
I really like the part that I like the most about them is all the characters. They do such a good job of making you care about these characters and their family dynamics. I was really worried when I heard this movie was only an hour and 55 minutes.
That felt way too fast.
I was thinking it would feel we wouldn't spend enough time with these characters. But it was perfect. You follow Marvel news that they cut out 15 minutes of this movie from the beginning, where they were supposed to show I guess because they didn't want to drag on the movie in the montage of them fighting those villains. They had Red Ghost, Oh Man. They were gonna show more action with that. I think that was a good choice because it didn't feel drag on. I think if they would have added those 15 more minutes to the montage, set a bad precedent for the movie. I don't necessarily like that they cut it out because I'll tell you what, a lot of modern movies do this where they're like, okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's not lose the audience's attention, you know. And they do this a lot because I guess people have a TikTok attention span now. But you can notice in older movies it took a while for the plot to actually start. I don't know if that upsets people watching older movies, but it's true they would spend more time with the characters, more setup, and you would see more stuff like this, a montage of them fighting whatever villains before we get to the actual meat and bones of the story. I actually like that in a lot of movies. I would like to see an extended cut. It had a lot of great character moments. Yeah. A lot of things Marvel movies
before we go into characters, I would just want to say thank you to the casting director, Pedro Pascal. Amazing in this movie. You know, whatever you think about him as a person, you know, outside movies.
Yeah, he's in a bit of controversy, but
he was on point. Same with the Invisible Woman. You know, what's her name again?
Vanessa Kirby.
She was good.
She was really good in the movie. A lot of good emotional moments with her. If you kind of know what the plot's going on, you can see like the setup for those emotional moments. I love both Ben and Johnny, dude. Johnny Storm, he has such a cool arc. He has so much cool things to do in this movie. I'm not gonna spoil it, but he's a central character and he does a lot. He's great. He's just
like you might think he's just some womanizer douchebag.
They don't make him the comic relief. He's not the comic relief.
Definitely not. He definitely has a character development over the movie. You know, you'll see it when you.
And Ben Grimm, the Thing, is so likable. He does great as the Thing, just in motion capture. You know, I think these guys are gonna be some of our new favorite Marvel characters. And a lot of Marvel movies recently have been missing character moments. There weren't even some of the good ones. I feel like Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness didn't really have a good character moment with Doctor Strange.
It was just like a mixed salad, you know.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Sam Raimi was trying to do a lot of it with it, and he just couldn't mix it properly.
Dude, I think
from what I remember,
all the Fantastic Four, they each have their standout moments.
Oh yeah,
and it's built up, it's earned, and I liked all of it. The action is great. It's especially if you can see an IMAX, watch an IMAX. IMAX is super fucking expensive. I'm not gonna say you have to.
It's not that important.
Out of all the Marvel movies to watch in IMAX, I think this is probably the one to watch in IMAX because. Just the size and scale of Galactus and the space stuff and the action.
This one and Spider-Man: No Way From Home. Dude, this is right out of the theater. So I
think this was honestly, guys. This is gonna sound crazy. This is top 10 Marvel for me.
That's great. Let's discuss.
I'll tell you. Okay, I put Endgame 1, Spider-Man: No Way Home 2, Infinity War 3, Civil War 4. Winter Soldier 5, the original Avengers 6, Spider-Man: Homecoming 7, Iron Man 1 8,
Ragnarok 9.
Actually, I'm gonna switch Iron Man 1 with Spider-Man: Homecoming. But anyways, and then I put 9th place. I put
Ragnarok.
4. No, Ragnarok is after Fantastic Four. Ragnarok's not all that.
We're missing one crucial movie for something missing. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, mine would be Infinity War.
Oh, with Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Yeah, you're missing those. You can't tell me the first one, especially the first one. Is no, this is
I don't know.
This is right outside of top 10. I'll tell you that.
No, it's not. If I put Guardians of the Galaxy above it, then it's number 10. But
no, Ragnarok was so much fun.
Bro, I feel like I cared about these characters. I think that's for more than Guardians of the Galaxy. Maybe because they're just more iconic and they're more important characters to Marvel's lore. But I really liked. I did like this movie more than the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
I think you're kind of crazy with that.
But maybe this is recency.
I think bias. Definitely that's recency bias, especially against the first ones, the Volume 1. You can't tell me that Volume 1 is not better.
What was so great about Volume 1? Ronan sucked as a villain. Nova Corps sucked. It was literally, you just remember it for they had those Peter Quill dancing. I mean, the movie was good, but it's.
I think we're going on a tangent.
James Gunn is starting to go into overrated category. The amount of people be glazing this guy.
Okay.
Big check my jig, cut this goes on my pole. Walking with this swagger, with these moves like Jagger. Got these chicks on the stagger as I roll with my dagger. Party started popping that champagne. Jump around, going home with my gold chain.